Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Grant Hardy.
My partner is very special. He is incredibly intelligent. He keeps me on my toes. He's a good soundboard. I'm Brooke Paget. I am one of the co-founders of WAGS of SCI, Wives and Girlfriends of Spinal Cord Injury.
When Brooke's husband, Evan, was paralyzed in a construction accident, Brooke knew she wanted to join Evan on this journey.
Whenever there's something put in front of you, it's usually there meant for you. And I wanted to have this experience alongside him. I actually wanted to. I chose this. I knew what I was getting into, especially after 4 or 5 months down the road when we did overnight trips. I knew what I was getting into. And I wanted to experience this with him because I knew that it was something that would teach me a great deal, and it has.
But there were some challenges.
My friends that aren't going through this situation, they don't understand my life. I remember they used to invite me to spin classes, and I lived an hour away, and they would say, come to the spin class, please. And they would beg me and they would guilt me into going. And a lot of the times I would, because I wanted to fit in still. I cared about that still. I wanted to keep my friendships that way. And it would take 3 hours. And by the time I would get home, my partner would need his bag drained, or he would be struggling with spasms, and it wasn't fair. It didn't suit my lifestyle.
One person who did understand was Elena Pauly, whose partner Dan had also been paralyzed from a diving accident while vacationing in Cuba. When the two connected through social media, they set up a unique support group, WAGS, or Wives and Girlfriends of SCI.
I know that the statistics are quite high for relationships breaking up. It's about 80% separation rate. And when Brooke and I began WAGS of SCI, I believe for both of us, that was a huge motivation. We didn't want relationships to break up, and we wanted to know that there were other women living exactly this.
One way the group connects is through supportive virtual meetings and chats.
Our rule of thumb has always been that while there are frustrating situations in our relationships, we like to keep it pretty light-hearted and positive.
Along those lines, the group has also held fundraisers with the goal of helping women nurture themselves and their relationships.
It goes to the women for date nights, for self-care packages, for maybe a babysitter, maybe a weekend away. So we like to sort of fundraise this money so we can give it back to the women that really need it. We know what it was like to, you'd like to go for a nice dinner, but you don't have $100 to spend on dinner, or $60, or even $20 to spend on dinner because you're sort of drowning in medical costs and all the other things that you need to do to get your life back together.
According to Brooke, another way the group helps is through free legal aid.
Robin Wishart of Wishart Brain and Spine Law, she works with us for our personal cases, but also for other women who need support legally and have questions.
Elena's partner Dan says the group has been meaningful.
The group has helped me. I think Elena really gets to see other dynamics of other relationships, and we can kind of see you do get ideas from other people of what they do and how they cope with the injury. And you see the other side of it too, of what people struggle with. And I think helps us gain perspective of our own relationship.
Evan, Brooke's partner, agrees.
This group gave them something to fall back with and kind of use as a support tool. And when they felt overwhelmed, you can talk to other people who are also overwhelmed and struggling, and it helps balance your perspective. And I think it's amazing what they've created.
Most importantly for Brooke, the WAGS of SCI community helps couples feel like they aren't alone.
There wasn't a community like this before, and we kind of wanted to take an extra step of we don't just want people to feel connected to one another. We want people to feel normal, and we want people to feel loved and accepted for exactly who they are. We come together based on our unique dynamic and the issues that come with that and the celebrations that come with that. But at the end of the day, we're all women, and we want to celebrate that.